morning and welcome to the Senior Hour, which is sponsored by Comfort Keepers in Home Care and Advanced Audiology. I'm Barbara Cochran with my co-host,
Dr. Jane Dorio.
On your hometown station, 98.1 FM, AM 1220, KHTS. This is a show for, about, and by seniors, giving information to enhance one's quality of life. And before I announce our guests this morning, I have to turn it back over to Shane for some news.
Thank you, Barbara. Appreciate it. Good morning. I usually am behind the scenes, but just a little bit of breaking news coming from our KHTS news staff. Our reporter, David Abishon, is reporting that there will be another curfew tonight that is going to start at 9 p.m. tonight, June 3rd, and that is going to last until 5 a.m. tomorrow, June 4th. So one more time, curfew again tonight. That will begin at 9 p.m. June 3rd, and it will last until tomorrow, 5 a.m. June 4th. Now, I will get out of your way. Barbara Jean, take it away.
Okie dokie. Good morning again. Our in-studio guest this morning is Bradley Gross of Santa Clarita Grocery. And later in the hour, we will be speaking with Nola Aronson of Advanced Audiology. Good morning, Bradley. How are you?
Good morning. It's so
Welcome,
great.
Bradley.
Thank you, Dr. Doria. It's so great to be back on your show, both of you. Barbara, it was a pleasure to finally meet you in person over at the warehouse, and what a treat it was to have a VIP in our warehouse.
Well, thank you, sir. Thank you. What a treat it was for me to visit. Good heavens above. That place is incredible. And what you give to needy people is unbelievable. That box you gave me as a gift, I have to say, was unbelievably full of incredible food. Vegetables, canned goods, drinks, breads, milk, you name it. I'm still eating some of the bread.
Oh, that's wonderful to hear. That's really great.
And you have
Bradley,
really hardworking people in that warehouse.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
They serve with care. That is,
yes.
They really do. They care for our guests that come in.
And what is today?
Pardon me?
What is today?
Today is Senior Wednesday at Santa
Yes.
Clarita Grocery from 9:30 a.m. till 11. It's happening. It's still going on. Probably will go on to 11:30. But once 11 hits, then the orders that we're dropping off and delivering to seniors who are not able to get out of their homes or do not have transportation, that we have our team that piggybacks onto the end of Senior Wednesday and then goes and delivers around town. That group is a new partner with us, and they're called Rally Round Santa Clarita. And their mission is really when there needs to be a group of people to huddle around and get something done, that's what they do. And they're primarily a transportation arm to what we are doing. So it works out beautifully.
Wow. That's tremendous. I'd certainly like to know a little bit more about them. But just with Santa Clarita Grocery, though, Bradley, what you are doing, especially for our older adults here in our community, it's helping so much with the food insecurity that they face at this time, in this moment. Not only is there a proximity problem and a transportation problem, but there is a loss of the food that our seniors are able to get. Certainly, prepared foods, like from our senior center, makes a big difference. But a lot of seniors like to have something in their refrigerator, and this is what you accomplish. And we're very proud of your efforts and moving this forward.
Well, thank you, Doctor. It's just been such a great opportunity, actually. It's an area that really was unnoticed, that there was a lot of food insecurity within our city. And it's not till we got our hands wet and got involved with it that we realized the extent of that in our world today. It goes from people that are homeless, living in their cars, to people that have jobs, but they don't have enough they don't make enough to make ends meet. And the minute you start delaying paying a bill, it starts this cycle that then you get evicted from your apartment or whatnot. And then it's that slippery slope. So we encourage them, come here, get your groceries, let us walk with you for this period of time, get on your feet, get things in order, and then get on your merry way. But don't spend money on food, pay your bills, and let us walk with you. So that's really, for that group of people, it's been a big win. And then the bittersweet part of it is you don't, all of a sudden they disappear. And that's where I silently cheer, because you realize we had the privilege to walk with these people through a valley in a challenging time for them. And then they got back on their feet and away they go. Beautiful thing is, a lot of those people end up coming back and want to volunteer because it meant so much to them. So I look at it as a win-win-win, a triple win.
Well, I want to know, Bradley, though, how
You know what, Bradley? It seems like we might have lost them. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll get their phone connection sorted out. You're listening to the Senior Hour right here on KHTS 98.1 FM, AM 1220. Don't go away. We're going to take a quick commercial break. Get our beloved seniors back on the line, and we'll talk to you in just 1 second.
Audiology, we know how important hearing is to you, your loved ones, your work success, your safety, and your ability to stay in the game. Most people won't admit hearing loss to themselves or others. We make it easy for you. Today's digital hearing aids come in a variety of styles, including invisible. All feature-rich, providing unparalleled hearing quality, wearing comfort, and automation that simplifies your life. Don't be fooled by our imitators. There's only one Advanced Audiology with the purple sign next to AAA on Valencia Boulevard.
Hi, son. Can you help me back up this truck into the Dutton Plumbing warehouse?
Hold it. Turn off the truck. What's going on?
Well, I was watching the news.
Uh-oh.
And I heard we should stock up on supplies. So I just bought a whole truckload of toilet paper for us.
Mom, we don't need this much toilet paper. This receipt says 100 cases. We'll never use that much.
I think we will when the Senior Ladies Club goes out for Taco Tuesdays and they can really tear it up.
Now I can't unsee that. How about if we just share all the toilet paper with our customers?
Maybe something like call now and get a roll of Dutton Plumbing toilet paper for just $73.
Maybe that would work better if we threw in a free drain clearing, Mom?
DuttonPlumbing.com. Get a roll of toilet paper for just $73 plus a free drain clearing. It flows or it's free with a money-back guarantee. Go to DuttonPlumbing.com.
Green Thumb International, your lawn and garden professionals, have the widest variety of shrubs, flowering plants, and garden supplies in the Santa Clarita Valley. Condition and fertilize your soil. Water does not easily penetrate clay soils and may pass too quickly beyond the root zone of plants in sandy soil. Adding organic matter to these soils will help correct imbalances and reduce water waste. On Newhall Avenue in Old Town Newhall near Sierra Highway, Green Thumb puts the green in your thumb.
Loss of hearing can affect the quality of life. Santa Clarita Hearing Center can help. They specialize in both preventative hearing loss and corrective measures, including diagnostic tests, new technology hearing aids, cochlear implants, hearing protection, and tinnitus treatment. They can adjust your current hearing aids or fit you for new ones. Santa Clarita Hearing Center also offers sleep molds, swim molds, and musician monitors. Book an appointment today. Log on to SantaClaritaHearingCenter.com, located on McBean Parkway next to the hospital. That's SantaClaritaHearingCenter.com.
The coronavirus has put us in a position of creating a new normal. Family Law at Home understands. Their goal is to meet you in the safest place possible, and these days that might be in your own home in a virtual meeting. Family Law at Home will provide you with immediate advice on your family law matters, such as divorce cases, child custody disputes, and domestic violence. It's as easy as going to FamilyLawAtHome.com. You'll choose your own consultation date and be in immediate contact with one of their esteemed attorneys. Family Law at Home handles the legal aspect while you and your family navigate the new chapter in your lives. Go to FamilyLawAtHome.com.
Your hometown station.
Will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64?
Your Hour. I'm Barbara Cochran with my co-host, Dr. Jean Borio. Your hometown station, 98.1 FM, AM 1220, KHTS. And back to you, Shane, for an important announcement.
Thank you, Barbara. I appreciate it. I usually sit behind the scenes, but just real quick, we have some breaking news coming from our KHTS reporter, Jade Abishon. Tonight, there will be another curfew. It is going to begin at 9 p.m., and that will last until 5 a.m. tomorrow morning, June 4th. So again, curfew tonight from 9 p.m., June 3rd, until tomorrow morning, 5 a.m., June 4th. So now I will get out of your way, and back to you, Barbara and Jean.
Okay.
Thank you.
Dorio, you had a question for Bradley.
Sure. Bradley, what you have done in terms of recognizing food insecurity in our Santa Clarita population is something that we knew was there, but to what extent we did not. How did you get started in this in Santa Clarita grocery?
That's a really good question, and thank you for thinking that through. Really, it's a hometown win, how this all began. I have 5 kids, and they all went to Santa Clarita School, started at Valley View, then Golden Oak, then La Mesa, then Golden Valley. And so I wanted to give back to Golden Valley because they did such a phenomenal job in the programs that are under Sal Frias. He's just an amazing leader and principal of the school. So at that particular school, much like several others within our valley, Golden Valley High School had a 53% of the student body were at that poverty line of food insecure. A lot of that has to do with single parents and just the way that life is just not easy. And so with that challenge, we thought, what could we do to try to address this, but in a very innovative way, not just doing traditional charity like here, have a bag of food. When we thought about that, that would be a negative for children walking off campus with a bag of food because it would identify them. It would impact their dignity and pride. So having kids that are wowed by entertainers, what we did was thought, what if we hook up with the NFL? What if we target the football team because that's the biggest sport in the school? And we took all 3 teams and we created a very simple curriculum. And it was, if you make the football team at Golden Valley, you bring home the win. Now, what that means is if you made the team, your family was given groceries through the entire season through our food program. And so, again, it was to let these young men taste of being a leader, right, and a provider and stepping up in their home. The second thing was they had to choose to lead a clean life, no substance abuse and so forth. And the third element of it was they had to give back to our community. So the whole season, they went to different areas, cleaned the sides of roads, volunteered at Santa Clarita Grocery. And then the NFL players, the way we kicked this off, they came to the school. It was Greg Terrell, him and Terrell Thomas. They were both 2-time national champions at SC. Terrell went on to play for the Giants, and Greg Gunther with the Titans. And he's like a 6'5", 300-pound receiver. He's just a giant.
Wow.
But then they brought in 2 more of their friends, and we did the word of the week, we called it. And it was a word that applied to being on the field and being a professional when you grow up, right? So the word discipline. To win a game, you have to be disciplined. To win in life, you have to embrace discipline. So we recorded 12 of these series, and they would play every Wednesday at the high school to mentor these young men. And nothing was greater than our volunteers to see the mothers and siblings of these football players that brought home the win and brought groceries home to their families. It was just an amazing experience. So that's really what kicked it off, where we all realized we have a mission here, and there truly is a need in our valley. That's not a negative. Life is full of seasons and challenges, right? So we really wanted to just move in where we see the need. Even last week, meeting with the city, and they were taken back by the scale of food insecurity need within the valley. Again, that's not a negative. It's just the times that we are in. So we're saying that it's definitely, pre-COVID, there was one set of needs. Now post-COVID, we're in a whole different set of needs. And just being in, when I say post-COVID, since it hit, we've now quadrupled in the amount of guests that come that we have the opportunity to serve.
Wow.
So when it comes to, go ahead.
That is so admirable, what you have done and how you've structured it, allowing for incentives, but understanding the true needs and letting it be a learning experience of life.
Yes.
For our youngsters.
Yes.
I mean, putting that all together, everybody across the board benefits.
Yes, yes. So we're still looking at the program to see about how we want to scale it, and we would like to scale it possibly to all 11 high schools in the valley here. But when it bringing it back to seniors, that's how we began. But now that we're in full swing and full operation, trying to address and meet this need in our community. Since we last spoke, we got connected to a USDA program. You probably saw in the news in the last few weeks of farmers having to dump milk out and throw away produce and this and that. Well, the USDA formed a great program, and what it does is allows to capture that food from the state of California. And we've partnered with them, so now we're receiving fresh milk, vegetable, eggs, dairy, cheese, cubes of butter, tubs of yogurt. And so, Barbara, the next time you have a chance to come by, you're going to be blessed with an amazing box of food for you. It'll last you a couple weeks.
Oh, my goodness. That's amazing.
Yes. So,
and where do you have room for it all? Have you expanded your warehouse building?
We actually purchased 4 new refrigerators just to get out in front of that partnership. And the refrigerators hold 180 gallons of milk, and that's what we get every Friday now. So that worked out perfect. And then again, our Rally Round Santa Clarita partners and their volunteers, they're like the red ants that come and they just destroy. So when the boxes come in, man, they just go to town and they just hustle, and with such love and care for the people that we're serving.
Oh, that is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Well, now, where are you located?
We're located right behind the Carl Boyer Walmart, and we're in a little warehouse. It's the identification is the Oasis Furniture Store. It's on that. The road is Center Point Parkway, but it's spelled. You would appreciate this, Barbara. It's the British spelling, so it's CENTRE, and then POINTE Parkway.
I know.
And so it's Center Point Parkway, just for you. And then we have a big American flag that's hanging from the building. We're in the back of that parking lot. Our hours are posted on our Facebook, which is just Santa Clarita Grocery. But we distribute seniors specifically Wednesday morning, 9:30 to 11. And if you are in a position where you don't have transportation, all you have to do is call the number on Monday to get in our Wednesday distribution to your doorstep. Our number is 661 25. Oh, I don't even have it. I never call this number. It's 425-7575. Let me say that one more time. It's 661-425-7575. And somebody will call you back.
That is just amazing.
Now, have you, just last question from me, so Bradley, we have our senior center, they prepare foods.
Yes.
How much have you hooked up with our senior center, bringing groceries to those, because when people are in need, they usually turn to a place that they're familiar with, which many people are in Santa Clarita. Have we connected there yet, or worked on it, or how is that going right now? Is that happening?
Yes, I actually had a meeting with the director of that center, and
Kevin McDonald.
Yeah, Kevin. They have Meals on Wheels that go directly to the seniors, and we're having due to the COVID, we haven't been able to physically meet, but we're going to have a Zoom meeting with him and his team on what are the gaps that we can close. Because we don't need to be repetitive. I mean, if the best path is that the seniors go through the senior center, to us, we just are trying to hit the need. So once we figure that out, what ways we're going to close the gap and team up together, I'll circle back with both of you so that it can just be one concise, clear message.
Wow, that would be wonderful, because I know there are many very needy seniors who cannot get out of their homes and would appreciate extra food.
Yes.
And heavens, those boxes of food, like you said, Bradley, they last for over a week.
Yes.
It's amazing.
Yeah, and one thing I'll note is we try to service our guests to the best of our ability. And so we ask them, what are a lot of seniors have dietary challenges and can only eat specific foods. So that's what we try to give and provide them, so it's not being wasteful. So like today's orders that are going out to the houses, I approved them before I left the office. And some people didn't want milk or eggs. They just wanted fruits and vegetables. And so we're serving now very specifically to the needs of those that are calling in.
That is fantastic, Bradley. I'm so glad you were able to speak with us today, and hopefully you will come on again soon and join us, and I will be up to see you very soon.
Wonderful. That would be such a privilege being on your show. You're so welcome.
Of Santa Clarita Growth.
Thank you, Bradley.
You're welcome, Doctor.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bradley, so much.
And we will be taking a break now. I will turn it over to Shane for announcements. And our next guest will be Nola Aronson of Advanced Audiology. Take it away, Shane.
Thank you, Barbara. I appreciate it. There is a curfew tonight. This is coming from our KHTS reporter, Jade Abishon. There will be a curfew tonight from 9 p.m. June 3rd until 5 a.m. June 4th. So that's 9 p.m. tonight until 5 a.m. tomorrow morning. So just be advised for that curfew tonight. Like Barbara said, you are listening to the Senior Hour on 98.1 FM and AM 1220. We're going to take a quick, short commercial break. We'll be right back. Talk to you in just a minute.
These days, it's hard to figure out how to fill all the self-isolation time, let alone figure out what to have for lunch or dinner. Salt Creek Grill owner Greg Amsler is helping us out in a big, big way. Salt Creek is now offering takeout and curbside pickup, so you don't even have to get out of your car. Their entire menu is available for pickup or delivery, including to-go beer and wine. Hey. In addition, Greg's offering wine at 25% off, along with daily specials. If you'd like to buy a gift card for a future visit, now's the time. Buy a $50 gift card and get $10 extra on the card completely free. Buy a $100 gift card, you get an extra $25. Salt Creek Grill, located next to Regal Cinema at the Valencia Mall. For more info, go to saltcreekgrill.com.
At Advanced Audiology, we know how important hearing is to you, your loved ones, your work success, your safety, and your ability to stay in the game. Most people won't admit hearing loss to themselves or others. We make it easy for you. Today's digital hearing aids come in a variety of styles, including invisible. All feature-rich, providing unparalleled hearing quality, wearing comfort, and automation that simplifies your life. Don't be fooled by our imitators. There's only one Advanced Audiology with the purple sign next to AAA on Valencia Boulevard.
Find the perfect job for you at College of the Canyon's first 2020 job fair. This spring job fair has gone virtual. If you're an employer looking for new recruits, this is your perfect opportunity to find them. And if you're a job seeker looking for employment, COC's virtual job fair will let you connect online in real time with employers seeking to fill their open positions. It's happening Thursday and Friday, June 11th and 12th from 9 a.m. till noon. For more information and to register, go to cocjobfair.com. That's cocjobfair.com.
Why did Mercedes-Benz of Valencia win the Dealer of Excellence Award in 2019?
Because we strive to provide the most outstanding sales experience.
Mercedes-Benz of Valencia COO Chris Paz.
We know you have high expectations. Our stellar team will meet and exceed your expectations. That's why we were named Mercedes Best of the Best, placing us in the top 10% of all Mercedes dealers nationwide.
Find out how you can lease a new Mercedes for unbelievably low monthly payments. Details at mbzvalencia.com.
Loss of hearing can affect the quality of life. Santa Clarita Hearing Center can help. They specialize in both preventative hearing loss and corrective measures, including diagnostic tests, new technology hearing aids, cochlear implants, hearing protection, and tinnitus treatment. They can adjust your current hearing aids or fit you for new ones. Santa Clarita Hearing Center also offers sleep molds, swim molds, and musician monitors. Book an appointment today. Log on to SantaClaritaHearingCenter.com, located on McBean Parkway next to the hospital. That's SantaClaritaHearingCenter.com.
It's like no other station I've ever listened to. It's great.
Your hometown station.
Will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64?
Good morning and welcome back to the Senior Hour. I'm Barbara Cochran with my co-host, Dr. Jean Dorio, on your hometown station, 98.1 FM, AM 1220 KHTS. And our guest now is Nola Aronson of Advanced Audiology, one of our sponsors of the Senior Hour. Good morning, Nola. How are you?
Good, Barbara. How are you doing?
Good morning. Good morning, Nola. Welcome.
Good morning, Dr. Dorio. How are you doing?
We're both doing fine.
Thank you. We both hear you well.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what is our
that's a good thing. We don't have our mask on right now.
I don't, since I'm at home. What are we talking about, my love?
Well, I just thought we should go over, what it's like now that we're going through this pandemic and how it is harder for people to communicate when they have a hearing loss. And now we have to wear masks and be 6 feet away from each other. So that's making it more difficult for approximately 48 million Americans, approximately 20% of the population who are living with hearing loss, even though those that have really mild cases of hearing loss. So what we're facing, number one, with the masks on, people who are wearing hearing aids need to be very, very careful. We've gotten more lost hearing aids in the last month than ever before, and that's because they have their hearing aid on, the loops go around, and they go to take off the mask, and the hearing aid goes flying somewhere. So be very conscious of when you're taking off your mask that you do have hearing aids on, and just make sure they're still in your ear while you're standing in the same place. Now, of course, because you have the mask on, you have muffled speech. So it's making the words more difficult to understand, and you have to hear from a distance. So it's also making it more difficult to understand there. So now a lot of us who have hearing loss depend on visual cues to watch people's lips or see their face or see their expression. And it's very vital to have these visual cues for the human brain to process and understand speech. So we have to take all of those things into consideration. And the other thing that I've noticed from people is that many people have come in here and have gotten their baseline hearing screenings before, and they've shown some hearing loss. So now what we're interested in finding out is, now that you've had to be safer at home for so long, and you've been with family and you've been watching TV, how many people out there have noticed that they actually do have a hearing problem? So that's very important to look for. And so luckily for us, we have reopened our practices, and we are very definitely following the CDC guidelines. So we have changed a lot of our methods of how we do business here to keep our employees and our patients very safe. So as long as you're able to leave your house, it is very safe to come to our office. What you need to do is you get an appointment. You call from the car, and you will be told when to come up to the office. We do not have anybody right now in our waiting room because our waiting room is not that big, and we want to make sure that people are able to be 6 feet apart. So when you come up, we have a questionnaire that we ask you, and we take your temperature. And if you pass, then you get to come in the door. Everybody is wearing masks here. We're disinfecting everything as we go along. We're washing our hands every few minutes and wiping everything down. If you need batteries, you just call from your car, and they'll tell you when to come up, and we'll hand you the batteries. If your hearing aid is broken or not working properly, you may put it in a cup outside our office with what's wrong and your cell phone number, and call us outside the door, and we'll come and get the hearing aid and then bring it back to you. So we do have all the same services, just in a little bit different approach.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we're doing here at Advanced Audiology. And
wow.
trying to help you communicate better.
No doubt
that's incredible. And you know, the things that you are doing are not easy to do because you've had to completely change your way of operation. And that doesn't come easily, you know?
Yep. No, it's very tiring at the end of the day.
Oh,
I'm very, very tired because it takes longer to do everything. And we're also only allowing 2 of our providers in the office at a time so that we can space the patients and we're not using the same audio booths. So that way we can just use the same booth all day long and keep it clean. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have different earphones and microphone covers for each of us so that, you know, we just take them off at the end of the day so nobody is using the same microphone. Just everything we can possibly do to make everybody feel comfortable.
Well, are you seeing fewer clients now since you have to go through all of this to prepare?
Yes. Well, they're more spread out. Yes, we've definitely seen fewer clients than before because we're spacing them.
Have you had to extend your business hours in order to take care of your clients?
Well, we did. We have extended our business hours where we are taking appointments up until 7 o'clock at night. So for people that can't get in during the day, we do have evening appointments, and we may be starting some Saturday appointments also, if it makes it easier for people to get in.
Wow.
So you have to call us.
That's
to
wonderful.
arrange that.
That you're doing that for our community. It really is. God bless you for doing that.
Thank you so much. Well, here at Advanced Audiology, you know that we are your community audiologists. We've been here for 33 years, and we do everything we can to make our community safer. You know, like an example, you know, I was telling a patient yesterday, I go above and beyond what it takes to give somebody the best hearing they can possibly have. And a lot of times people don't realize when they shop around that they're getting a better product and better service from Advanced Audiology. I had a patient yesterday that went to some other place because the first hearing aid I got her, I misunderstood, and I got her a larger hearing aid, and I didn't know it was going to be that large. But I got her better technology in her hearing aid at a lower price for her, since people are suffering from, financial problems. We all are, but I'm trying to be very sensitive to that to help people to hear better. Anyway, and so I guess she was upset with me, and she went somewhere else, and she called yesterday and decided that she's going to stick with this other place, and they were selling her a lower technology hearing aid at the same price that I was fighting to get her better technology, and so that she would have more clear sound in her hearing aid. And so it, I don't know why that would happen, but anyway. So
the important thing, Nola, is what you do is you have always, in 33 years, educated our seniors here in Santa Clarita concerning their hearing deficits. And coming on our show, and now with this pandemic, it's so important that not only do the older adults in our community become more aware, but the caregivers, their loved ones, as well become more aware. For instance, removing a mask and losing your hearing aid. People aren't aware. They're, I'm sure, going, where's the hearing aid? Where's the hearing aid? But all you have to do is walk backwards and figure out, I took my mask off here, and there it is. And then the cueing is so important, because many people, they have the masks have now revealed, Nola, and you have said this, that people have a hearing problem, but they've been cued. They've been reading lips all along, and they don't realize that. And now that the face is partially covered up, they're not able to get the cues to allow them to enhance their hearing. And if you don't know that, that's a problem. But see, you educate people, Nola, about their deficits. And that, to me, is so important with not selling a hearing aid, but bringing an awareness to a person's problems, a medical problem, that if they didn't know it, they could go on living and have other problems, not watching television, not going to events because they can't hear, not driving because they can't hear sirens. It changes one's life and their quality of life. But because you educate people, Nola, about it, that awareness allows caregivers as well as patients to say, hey, I got a problem here, I think, and I better take care of it. That's a huge difference in terms of giving quality care to people in Santa Clarita.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
Well, but that's what you do, and so that's so important, as that you come on our show, and for all these years, Nola, and you have helped many of our listeners out in terms of giving that education, and I am very thankful for that.
Yes, I totally agree. And Nola, can you hang on a minute? We need to take another break. I'm Barbara Cochran with my co-host, Dr. Jean Dorio, on your hometown station, 98.1 FM, AM 1220, KHTS.
The stress was unbelievable.
Debbie Morris is a changed woman.
A giant boulder's been lifted.
Debbie called Made for You.
I'd finished a day of work.
Professional, residential, and commercial cleaning.
Walk into my house.
Made for You.
It was an absolute pigsty.
Weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, or even one-time seasonal cleaning.
Our mess kept growing.
255-2922.
Even when we weren't home.
255-2922.
Made for You rescued me.
At Advanced Audiology, we know how important hearing is to you, your loved ones, your work success, your safety, and your ability to stay in the game. Most people won't admit hearing loss to themselves or others. We make it easy for you. Today's digital hearing aids come in a variety of styles, including invisible. All feature-rich, providing unparalleled hearing quality, wearing comfort, and automation that simplifies your life. Don't be fooled by our imitators. There's only one Advanced Audiology with the purple sign next to AAA on Valencia Boulevard.
Comfort Keepers provides your loved one with loving in-home care.
Miles McNamara, certified senior advisor and owner of Comfort Keepers in-home care.
Our caregivers can help you in your own home, enhancing independence, creating safety and comfort. Our Comfort Keepers provide companionship, meal preparation, medication reminders, assistance with personal care, and even transportation to doctor's appointments. If someone you love can use a helping hand at home, visit comfortkeepers.com.
Or call 287-4200.
Loss of hearing can affect the quality of life. Santa Clarita Hearing Center can help. They specialize in both preventative hearing loss and corrective measures, including diagnostic tests, new technology hearing aids, cochlear implants, hearing protection, and tinnitus treatment. They can adjust your current hearing aids or fit you for new ones. Santa Clarita Hearing Center also offers sleep molds, swim molds, and musician monitors. Book an appointment today. Log on to SantaClaritaHearingCenter.com, located on McBean Parkway next to the hospital. That's SantaClaritaHearingCenter.com.
You worry because your mom and dad aren't as active and are finding it more challenging to live on their own. The answer? Premier Assisted Living Community, Oakmont of Santa Clarita, now leasing. Located on Newhall Ranch Road, Oakmont of Santa Clarita, bringing comfort and luxury to assisted living. Your parents can enjoy 5-star amenities and panoramic views in a world-class community. No other assisted living community has this kind of luxury and amenities in our valley. Visit oakmontofsantaclarita.com.
Hometown.
I wanted to let you know that I really appreciate the way you guys do what you do.
Your hometown station.
Will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64?
Welcome back to the Senior Hour. I'm Dr. Gene Dorio with my co-host Barbara Cochran on your hometown station, AM 1220 and 98.1 FM, KHTS. We're talking with Nola Aronson, but I just want to switch over to Shane again about the curfew and understanding that for our senior listeners.
Thank you, Dr. Dorio. I appreciate it. We got some breaking news a little bit earlier. Not so breaking now, but still news nonetheless coming from KHTS reporter Jade Abishon that there will be another curfew tonight starting at 9 p.m. and that will last until tomorrow morning at 5 p.m. So a 9 p.m. curfew tonight, June 3rd, until tomorrow at 5 a.m., June 4th. Go ahead, Dr. Dorio.
So, we had a curfew last night. It started at 6 o'clock, I believe. So it's 9 o'clock today, just so people know that difference. And it does affect all of us. I mean, I was out after 6 o'clock last night, and I wasn't fearful that I was going to get arrested or anything, but there were a few people out, but most of the people realized it was 6 o'clock. Today it is 9 o'clock. Nola, so has that affected you at all in terms of your business?
Not the curfew so much because we're usually closed by 6 o'clock. I mean, people don't come that late. But I wanted to make an announcement because of the big demonstration that they're expecting tomorrow at noon at the corner of McBean and Valencia Boulevard, which is pretty where we're at. Our building has decided to lock all the doors. So we have canceled our patients for tomorrow after 12 o'clock since you won't be able to get in the building anyway. So we will be happy to see you the following day. So we are reaching everybody. Anyway, it's just a shame what's happening out there because we're just all coming back and trying to get over this pandemic a little bit, get a little bit of stress out of our lives, trying to come back to normal, which I don't know when that will be. Yeah, so it's very hard on a lot of businesses, and, I don't know what's gotten into this country. But anyway, hopefully, it's not the people of Santa Clarita that are causing all these problems. It's people being paid to come up here. So luckily, we live in a wonderful community, and I'm so proud to have been in business here for 33 years and helping people with their hearing. Again, I want to warn people that do have hearing aids to be very careful when you're taking off your masks. And if anybody has noticed that they are having more difficulty hearing, remember we do still do the free hearing screenings for our community, which you can come in and call 661-253-3277. And we are located at 23822 Valencia Boulevard, Suite 103. We are in the Owen Patterson Century 21 building, right next to AAA on Valencia Boulevard. And so our phone number again is 661-253-3277. And if you are able to hear and listening to this program today and you call in for your free hearing screening, we will also give you a 3-day, 2-night vacation, your choice of 8 different places. This is not a timeshare. It is a true vacation. And we will give one out to everybody that calls after the radio show today and says that they heard us on KHTS Radio 1220 AM. And that's what I have to say today. I hope that,
call you and come in and get my free trip?
Of course you can. You could come in and get your free hearing baseline screening, too.
And, that is
because
important that people have baseline. Everybody should. I mean, it's like taking your blood pressure. You should know whether you have a hearing deficit or not. And if you don't, that's great. But you should also know that a year from now, 5 years from now, it could change. And you want to know that it has changed. And not, if you see that over a 10-year period that it's slowly decreasing, there will be a point in life where you'll go, I'm going to need a hearing aid. So
the other thing that happened the other day, the other thing happened the other day, a guy was working at a big store, and he had to wear a headset, and the headset blew up into his ears, and he claims that he has a sudden hearing loss, but he's older, and he didn't have a baseline hearing test, so they're trying to claim that it's from aging, where he had very good hearing before. And I told him, how we do these free hearing screenings for the community, and if he would have had a baseline, then we would have had a good workman's comp case that we could prove that he lost his hearing. Now he's having to fight it because of his age. They don't want to do anything about it. So anyway, I still helped him.
So if you want to get that free hearing screen, it's 253-3277, 253-3277. Nola, thank you again. Nola Aronson from Advanced Audiology. You are always bringing great information, getting baseline studies on our patients. You've done so great for this community. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you, Nola.
Yes, thank you very much. It's great to talk to both of you again for the last 10 years, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, Nola. Appreciate it. We are sponsored by Comfort Keepers In-Home Care and Advanced Audiology. Nola Aronson. Listen to us next week on the Senior Hour. Now go and enhance your quality of life.